So, newsflash, autistic voices matter. And when you're talking about autism and you're trying to understand autism, it helps a lot to actually talk to autistic people. Now, this sounds like common sense now, but historically, this just wasn't done for a very long time. There were lots of medical research and theories about autism, and it wasn't until relatively recently that someone had the bright idea of actually asking adults on the spectrum to help understand what's actually going on. Because it turns out that a lot of the initial theories just got it completely wrong because it looked like something different from the outside versus the inside. And then we end up with these stereotypes like autistic people don't want friends or autistic people lack empathy and all of these other things where if you actually go and meet people on the spectrum, of course we want friends. And for a lot of us, having too much empathy is a problem. So they're just two examples of really big stereotypes that have made their way into popular belief because we didn't actually talk to people on the spectrum to find out about the spectrum. So I believe that the best way to change the world for the next generation of autistic people is to empower parents with the understanding and tools to be able to create a supportive environment for their children. And by focusing on parents, this is like my personal mission, it means that every child growing up now will be supported, and imagine how quickly that's going to actually filter out to the rest of the world. Well, anyway, that's the idea. So as part of trying to spread the word of how useful listening to autistic voices can be, especially for parents, I've started something called Autism Explained, which some of you may have seen. We just launched an online course this week called Autism 101 for busy parents, where I team up with Shannon, who is a single parent to an autistic son. And we are attempting to help parents understand their autistic children by giving the perspective of what it actually looks like on the inside, what it looks like in daily life, not just what it looks like when you're a medical researcher. Because by necessity, all medical stuff is sterile and trying to be as objective as possible, which is fine when you're doing science, but when you're doing people, being objective is not always that helpful. So autistic voices matter. I strongly recommend if you want to learn about autism, go out and meet autistic people. There are usually groups around where you can find other autistic people to meet in your area. That was how I learned about autism. I've been autistic my entire life, but I didn't start learning about autism until I actually met other people on the spectrum. So that's very exciting. Check out our course, check out autismexplained.com.au. And yeah, keep an eye out on that because we've got lots of stuff coming out soon, which is very exciting. Okay, bye.